Welcome one and all to sunny Papillion, Nebraska, where this afternoon we close the book on the USL League One year. Central Valley Fuego and recently certified Player Shield holders Union Omaha collide as the league's contestants make their closing cases ahead of the postseason. We're at the finish line now. Howdy, folks. I'm Peyton Gallagher, and here is the tale of a long and twisted trek to arrive at this match day 25. We'll start with Union Omaha, who, as they so often do, started well. 4-1-0 out of the gate in the month of March and May. Then they hit a skid, 3-0-3 with a home loss against Chattanooga Red Wolves in a match that they had an extra man for the majority. But they have found the beat here at the end. 7-2-1 to close one of the longest active unbeaten streaks of the year by any team entering this one, resulting in them lifting their second consecutive Player Shield. Opposite story for Central Valley Fuego, who got off to a rough start, maybe an indication of where their season was trending. 1-0-6 at the beginning. Started to put some things together. Alfredo -1 player of the month in that mid part of the year. 2-2-1 in that stretch, but then it came tumbling back down to earth. 17-4 outscored in 4 consecutive losses. That featured a 7-1 defeat against Lexington. They've been in good spirits as of late. They will hope to continue that trend line here today and try and topple one of the giants of the tier, Union Omaha, here in this one from Papillion. We're coming up with action from Werner Park. When we return, it's the last stanza of the USL League One year, folks. Don't go anywhere else. A day of celebration for Union Omaha as they celebrate one of their own. Steven Dos Santos has announced his retirement from the game at the end of this playoff run for the home side from Papillion. What a career for this man as these fans shower him with much earned applause. This team, their leading goal scorer, Steven Dos Santos, will hang it up at the end of the year.
Teamwork is the cool thing about chapter. You had a great career. I am so proud of you. I can't count how many times I screamed my head off because of amazing plays and great goals. And soccer gave us friends for life and made our dreams come true. Love you.
Hey, Steven. It's Gary Green. Sorry I can't be in Omaha to wish you a happy retirement. I would like to be in Omaha to change your mind and to stay for next year. Thank you for everything you've done. You are such a great example for our younger players, and you just make the organization look great. And if you decide to unretire, you have a spot here with the team whenever you want. So just great. Congratulations on an epic, amazing career, and really, you're an example for the entire organization, and we will miss you greatly.
Steven, congratulations on a great career, and best of luck with whatever comes next for you. For me, Steve, it's been a real pleasure coaching you and working with you over these last 2 years. For me, if my son grows up to be a man like Steven Dos Santos, like you, I'll be very, very proud of him, and I would have done a great job as a father, and I think that's the biggest compliment I can pay you, Steven. Best of luck, congratulations and stay in touch, my friend.
Impossible to squeeze the many moments of a man's career into only a couple minutes, but you see exactly what the man and not the player has meant to so many. Steven Dos Santos, not done yet, playoffs to play, but what a career it's been. As you see, he is not in match dress. The lineup's brought to you by Rotella's Italian Bakery for this one. For Union Omaha, it's all done and dusted. They've done what they came to do in the regular season, a rotated team to protect themselves ahead of their first-round playoff date today. Ryan Jiba back into the team, as well as Isaac Bawa. It's a strike partnership of Zico Lewis, as well as Aaron Gomez leading the line. Knapp and Max Schneider in midfield, with Wallace Lapsley making his first league start of the year. For Central Valley Fuego and Mike Elias, a team trying to prove a point, and doing so with their best 11. Alfredo Medense plays in behind Denbor Benson, who supplied the match winner against Greenville Triumph last time out. Andre Zulaga is tapped to go back in goal. He posted a shutout in his last outing for CV Fuego, that coming against Spokane Velocity. Binberg making a home on the left side of a back four. He will offset Javier Mariona in what projects to be something of an elbow. Siobhan John Brown poses the threat from the right. Two sides writing their final sentences on this 2024 year. Up and down for Central Valley Fuego. They've uplifted themselves from the bottom of the table. That was the goal from Mike Elias stepping in here, was to ensure that they did not finish last, having already been eliminated from the playoffs. They can do that by securing a couple points here on the road. He's done a great job, Elias, turning this team around and finding a little bit of a different playing model, a little bit more reserved, a little bit more calculated. They've been below 40% possession in each of their last three games. It's been effective for them as they have posted a 2-1-2 mark over their last five. Union Omaha doesn't do much losing here. Regardless of the new faces in the team sheet, that will be the objective today, to defend their home patch. Once more, we appreciate you taking the time to start your Saturday of judgment in the USL League One with us. The first game of several in motion across the division and across the country. The heartbeat of American soccer pulses on. All the fanfare for these 22 that take the field. They know what's ahead of them. A team with nothing to lose can be a dangerous opponent. That will be the case for Central Valley Fuego. Lagos Kunga will commence things from the center circle. And we are underway from Papillion. On the precipice of the playoffs, Union Omaha and Central Valley Fuego, the final day of the USL League One regular season. A quick sharp whistle. Asad Omenovic is the center official today. Justin Mack and Joseph Mocht run the line. Velimir Stefanovic is the fourth official. Wriggling out of touch. Look at Dom Casciato, who will make a strong claim in this campaign to being the league's coach of the year. They've turned Warner Park into a fortress throughout the course of the year. They've been a tough out on their home grounds. Sprayed forward. On for Ryan Jiba. He tries a cross and has it ricocheted away. They've clipped a hand on the way there. Jiba retrieves the ball. Jiba finding himself in the team a little bit more as of late. He's been used as a substitute in 8 of the last 10 games. And a drop ball. Possession and custody residing with Central Valley. Clayton Torr under duress. He's able to win a throw. There's Mike Elias. All the calculations and contemplations. He has not been willing to give an inch. He said very declaratively in the build-up to this one, speaking with us ahead of the game, that he had every intention of trying to get all 3 points in this one. There was no credence given to the idea that they might try some things out, give a couple players that maybe got less minutes throughout the year a chance to get out there. Fuego have used many players throughout the course of the year. 31 have featured at some point or time. They've solidified the group now. And there are certainly players to build around heading into next year. One of them is this man, Alfredo Medense. Shuffles wide and leaves it just behind Siobhan John Brown. Max Schneider. And clipped out of play. These are narrow confines. Union Omaha frequents. Pitch does not offer the width of some of the surfaces within the league. In tow for Jiba. And Lapsley. Ross Lapsley in goal today, who started 6 matches in the Jaeger Cup and was very good, mind you, in those contests. Just stuck behind one of the best in the league in Rashid Nuhu. It's a bit careless on the ball. On the 1-2, Clayton Torr gets involved in the attack. A taming touch from Medense, who slots forward. Kevin Garcia! And the flag has rose on the near touchline. Incisive, though, from Central Valley Fuego, as you see exactly what kind of attacking charm Alfredo Medense can offer. Just put the ball to sleep and poked it through. Garcia had loitered just beyond the last man. Five minutes through, and Central Valley have shown their fangs. Direct ball. In pursuit was Jiba, but with too much carriage and out for a goal kick. Kevin Garcia, the 16-year-old, broke through with a goal against Spokane Velocity and has cemented a spot in the side, making his 6th start of the year today. It's a player with a bright future. He has not looked out of place. Spending time in the Barcelona Residency Academy ahead of his debut in the professional ranks with Central Valley. Of course, that academy has produced plenty of standout players down the years. Diego Luna springs to mind. Julian Araujo, who's now plying his trade in England with Bournemouth. Before that, Barcelona's senior side. It's looked less than crisp so far from Union Omaha. Back to Zulaga. Swiveled into Vinberg. And swapped wide. That's a smart pass. Medense. backward on the clearance. Benson's gone down. Play is stopped. Denver Benson, who has had an excellent year this year, breaking in with Central Valley Fuego after a standout run in the U.S. Open Cup. He's taking a bit of a knock. If you've watched a Central Valley Fuego match this year, you no doubt have heard the story of Denver Benson, but it is miraculous enough to maybe say again. Had 4 goals in El Floralito's run in the Open Cup, the amateur side that would go on to beat a couple professional teams before going out in the latter stages of the competition. Put a pair past Central Valley Fuego, which lifted the eyebrows of the front office here. Brought him in, and he's been a breath of fresh air, the line leader for Fuego throughout the course of the season, as he's poured in 4 goals, which match the team high in between the Jaeger Cup and league play. Anderson Holt. Holt makes the start today. He's not played more than 5 minutes since the month of June, June 5th, in fact. Right now he watches on as Jiba cuts ahead. Schneider. The whistle is against Union Omaha. Big Denver Benson, again, got the winner against Greenville late on. He's given Central Valley somebody to play through in the attacking phase. Kick for Central Valley. Heckenberg. Spotted ball in the mid-park, but a heavy touch as Sinagarai. And stepping on the foot of Max Schneider was Jose Carrera Garcia. Just got away from Jose Carrera Garcia, and he went colliding in. One of the only players in the league to be sent off multiple times this year, Jose Carrera Garcia, between the league and the cup. Nothing more than a simple talking to there. Strong ball in behind that just slips away from Ryan Jiba, who seems to have been a target of the attack so far. Jiba out here on this near flank. Filtered wide from Mariota. And Vinberg and Zulaga. There's a calm confidence on the ball right now for Central Valley. They move it around, ask the questions, and try to poke a nose in front. Direct into Medense, settled for Siobhan John Brown and headed along. Schneider was hoping to split a line, but unable to untangle himself was Brandon Knapp. Back with Central Valley. Siobhan John Brown. And now Zico Lewis rambling and racing. Aaron Gomez in the area. That was the target. It's ushered away for now. Schneider on to it. Meshach Jerome and Kunga. Actually, Isaac Bawa's Kunga was waiting in the pocket. Dealt with for the time being by Central Valley Fuego. You see the possessional split. Confirmation of what the eye test would tell you. It's been Fuego dominating so far. No meaningful chances either way, though, as we approach the quarter-hour mark. Supporters banging on the Parliament. Procession of sounds. They provide the ambiance, and the home side provide the goals as they look up and cast their attention toward the target. And just whistled away, and the follow, Zico Lewis can't penetrate. Out for a throw. Andre Zulaga bars the door. That seems to have raised the hackles, though, of Union Omaha, as all of a sudden they have the sense. Edge of the box. Lewis in a two-man game can return the ball to Lagos Kunga. Anderson Holtz. Scuttled wide, back in for Holt, who darts it forward to Jiba. Holt just runs away in the box. Benson carving. Good cover from Max Schneider. Fuego have paced the league for possession one in the final third this year. More than 20 than the next best team. They're playing deeper right now as that ball is stepped away. And a good chance to look back at the good chance for Union Omaha as they got forward in a hurry. A whack from distance and a parrying punch, and then the redirection is redirected away. Goalkeeper Andre Zulaga, who makes his 11th league and cup appearance today. Keeps us scoreless ahead of the 15th minute. This is tidy work. Jiba rocks in across, well aimed and arrowed in. An inviting ball for Aaron Gomez, who lights the flashbulbs at the quarter-hour stage. That's a player in fine form on this home patch. And Gomez gets Los Bujos a length in front. Connected build-up play, a mortared ball that was bruised into the back of the net. A firm header from Aaron Gomez. Just perfect on the delivery, rainbowing in from Jiba. And just like that, Omaha assert their dominance. That's the 5th of the year for Aaron Gomez, who has now supplied 3 goals and an assist in the last 4 games. Had an assist against Tormenta last time out, and quickly back to work our Central Valley Fuego. As that ball wiggles out over the end line, it will be a corner kick taken immediately. Medente on his toes, gets the beating of his man, swiveling and twisting. A tango on the ball, and just turned away. Heckenberg. That's clever. Still somehow Heckenberg. Scrap to keep possession. Aaron Gomez, though, the wily veteran, all-time appearance leader at El Paso Locomotive. That goal provided by Nebraska Lottery, as well as Aaron Gomez. That sets the terms of engagement. Central Valley Fuego prepare for a free kick. There is a competitive edge to this game, even though it may be cosmetic, with both teams knowing where they stand in terms of their postseason future. Medense just lost the plot a bit there, but it appears to be out for a corner. You know it's that time of year when the players start putting the gloves on. Zico Lewis bundled up. Medense in. It was a well-shaped ball, and that is not going to meet the moment. Medense would have been offside if he touched it. Tor did his best to keep it on. Siobhan John Brown just did not quite get enough of that one, but it's still with Fuego. Jose Carrera Garcia, and just smuggled away by Wallace Lapsley. Well, if you weren't awake, you're awake now. Fuego immediately hitting the accelerator following the concession. They have been good for goals as of late. That ball just about gets away from Tor. He sweeps up nicely. Zulaga wrapped himself around it. Now it should be set as the ball is quickly snatched back. Heckenberg and clearing the lines. When Union Omaha score first this season, they are 14-0-2. You see exactly why. Leaning on their opponent, wide for Gomez, and just away from Zico Lewis. Siobhan John Brown casts his attention downfield. Dembor Benson bolts the ball wide that breezes beyond the reach of Alfredo Medense. Union Omaha ever so nearly as Aaron Gomez once more sharpened the blade and just left it beyond the toes of Zico Lewis, who was arriving late. Then it was Sean Vinberg who put in the block there to get rid. Zico Lewis, as soon as he turned the corner, was looking back at the referee. The yellow card has been shown. It was Lewis, and just a tug of the jersey by Vinberg. So he's the first name taken. Vinberg, a player that Fuego have been very happy with. Signed midstream. A couple other members of this side were ahead of him on the proverbial depth chart. A few injuries have offered him opportunity, and he has taken it and run with it. Schneider. Chiba. Fuego a bit more hemmed in now. They do want to throw. Medense.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card was issued.
Zulaga, steadying touch. And on to the second ball, latching on is Clayton Tor. Turned himself into a fullback and couldn't fashion a way forward. And I mean a American football fullback. That's an uprooting tackle from Vinberg. Late claim to the ball. And aired out down the far flank. Garcia able to arrive ahead of Meshack Jerome. Mariona slicing away, fired in a shot, it's blocked. And the shriek of the whistle. This is worth a look under the hood. That's mine, thank you very much. The textbook, the visual aid for the word tackle, the concept itself would be that from Vinberg. Heckenberg. A bit aimless. And that ball downfield out of the back from Central Valley Fuego. Schneider. Meshack Jerome. Jabbed ahead to Bawa. Kunga providing. Schneider and Bawa again. This time room for the cross, maybe not. Scuffed away on the way through. And testing the target at the top of the box. Zulaga will come up with the correct answer. Looked like that was Schneider who got laces to it. A little bit half-hearted. The final product. Heckenberg. Garcia nowhere to go. Trying to direct some of the traffic. Vinberg now. As Union Omaha coordinated their press well. Just forced the long ball. It works out all the same though for Central Valley Fuego as they want to throw high upstream. Heckenberg. Oh, that is a beautiful ball. Scooted forward for Garcia, who tried to backheel. Wasn't quite on the same page with the friendly face arriving at the top of the area. Looked like that was Mariona. Knockdown header from our own Gomez. Swiveled in for Kunga. Kunga able to recover and press the byline. Cutting back in for Gomez, who was lying in wait. Too much traffic in the area. And Gomez again. Bashfully forward. Schneider and Lewis. As Lapsley joins the build. Raked wide, Jiba. Rumbles by Tor. Kunga! Poke through. Jerome does well to answer the call as he retreated into his own ends. And trying his hand from deep and muscling wide. Isaac Bawa has not had much playing time this year, so he fancied himself a chance. Foul's given. It was pretty chippy early. The temperature has dropped a little bit as Union Omaha have started to assert some control. You see exactly why this team has been able to be so dominant this year. It's not just a starting 11. There is legitimate depth, and even the players who haven't been playing have quality to offer. This is a well-run organization as Jiba runs himself into the area. Ball just somehow whistled through several players for Union Omaha and has given license for Central Valley Fuego to get forward. Medense. And intervening as well as Lapsley is Denver Benson, who's marauding into the 6. And on for Ron Gomez. Kunka. Just skipping away. Medense. Pushed ahead. Lashley. Lewis. Brandon Knapp. Looping one down the line. Bawa. Pass required more precision as it was placed for Kunga. Fuego get clear. Benson, a bull in the China shop. Can't break away with the ball. Custody again, though. Siobhan John Brown opening things up. Tilting toward the top of the area. There for Carrera Garcia. And it's a fine piece of goalkeeping from Wallace Lapsley to deny. Siobhan John Brown did so well to enter the box, and Carrera Garcia was just able to twist free of the tackle of Marco Milanese. Needed a cleaner connection. That close to his 3rd goal of the year. In the aftermath of both hurricanes Helene and Milton, the USL has partnered with United Way Suncoast to help the Tampa Bay area recover from the devastation the storm left behind. To learn how you can get involved, scan the QR code or visit www.uslsoccer.com/Milton to ensure individuals and families have the access to resources they so desperately need to recover. This is such a secondary thing in the grand scheme. We enjoy the fact that you're taking the time to be with us today, but there are important things going on around the country right now. Every cent you can spare is well welcomed. For now, it's Alfredo Medense. Into the box, Benson, settled, blocked. Siobhan John Brown can't win the race. And now Heckenberg. As Fuego renew their inquiry. Gomez looks up, locates Kunga, who lunges one lot wide for Lewis. Jiba plays the 1-2. And scrambles away from Brandon Knapp. Medense gets involved again. Never engaged, the young playmaker. Jose Carrera Garcia. Over half an hour in. Misplayed touch from Lagos Kunga. Sculpted ball into the box, down by Benson. Just hooked away. Seco Lewis. And settling the beat now, Union Omaha. Slid ahead for Holtz. Schneider. Polishing those boots. As he plows the ball wide and it just evades the oncoming Isaac Bawa. Check out all the exciting postseason action starting in November as the USL playoffs presented by Terminix showcase the top teams battling it out for the ultimate prize. Go to USLLeague1.com for all the latest playoff information, particularly pertinent to those of the Parliament, as their side have already claimed their second consecutive player shield. Jose Carrera Garcia will come off to 10-0. A bit of blood may have been drawn. Get that patched up. But for Union Omaha, you could tell there's always been a little bit of an edge, some contentiousness about this team, this group, the camp itself, regarding the bitter taste left in their mouth after bowing out of the playoffs last year. After a historic regular season, they will know absolutely and certainly that their job is not done come the end of today's game. Nothing will come easily for them. Their objective is to put more silverware in their cabinet. Don Casciato in conversation ahead of this match as Carrera Garcia comes on. Made a point of that. Said he felt like this team was actually better than last year's team, who were able to elevate 5 players to the USL Championship level, an all-time record for USL League One. Casciato certainly believes that he has what will be required to get that goal and lift a championship trophy. Mariona. Breakthrough season for him, a player that's been used as a fullback, as a wide midfielder, at times even a 10. With the young starlets in this Fuego side. During the season as a teenager. Ball's clipped away for a throw. Gomez, the point of difference. It's now 4 goals for him in the last 5. Not always a starter, Gomez. He's made 19 on the year between Jaeger Cup play and league action. But that is a super sub if you've ever seen one. All important in the postseason, especially with extra time on offer. Meshek Jerome. Rumbling ahead. The ball comes. Kunga was ready to pounce. He gets his chance. And arcs it over the target. Kunga, effective year this year, coming in late last season, a full campaign to bed in this time around. If he had found the back of the net, that would have been his 7th on the year. Had a ridiculously good game against Northern Colorado earlier this season. In the midst of this winning run for Union Omaha, a little bit of get back after an earlier defeat that week, in fact, Northern Colorado on the road. Crashed out of touch. Medense hemmed in. The whistle goes. Union Omaha extending a little bit higher now, trying to apply some pressure to their opponent. They'll mix up their pressing approach, and it comes off. Jerome. Hucked in for Holtz, who smartly steps away from Siobhan John Brown. That's good work from the fullback. Exited from the box by Central Valley. Who wants it? The referee does. Whistle goes. Series of 50-50 balls and just going over the top there was Brian Bustamante. Looks like Medense was tripped up by Mariona. Mariona able to atone by getting possession back and then swiftly giving it away. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish-language sports network. Select matches, including the championship final, will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Heckenberg. Medense needling forward. Benson. Deposit one into the path of Jose Carrera Garcia. Instead found the gloves of Wallace Lapsley. Can Fuego turn the tail ahead of halftime? They've been vibrant, but in the single moments, we're outclassed by our own Gomez. A beautifully shaped ball by Ryan Jiba. That's how we find ourselves at 1-0. Like Union Omaha were taking it on the chin early, but able to find a foothold ever since that go-ahead tally. Working forward, Los Bujos. Kunga. Rifling ahead, it's Jiba. handled at the back. Medense, mischievous on the ball. And once more, it's nothing more than a warning shot from Ryan Chiba. You get the feeling that had he not had that one misstep right at the top of his run, could have been more trouble. This is certainly trouble. Lapsley with a sprawling stop. The goalkeeper on his head to deny Javier Mariona. Wallace Lapsley, you wonder if he was able to take the spotlight and stand center stage in goal for another team or even for this team. He might not be one of the top 5 goalkeepers in the division, and he's the deputy for Union Omaha. That was ridiculous from him. Medense. There's Wallace Lapsley making an impact. As soon as Mariona took that touch to line up the shot, that was his cue to go. Got big and shone brightly in the big moment. Trying to scramble this away and failing to do so, Los Bujos. Medense. And Heckenberg from zone 14. Straight Wallace Lapsley, who has to do a little bit less this time around. It was a strong connection, sturdy from Heckenberg. Falling away, smacked that with conviction. Siobhan Joan Brown. Medense. Oh, that's a well-won tackle. Marco Milanese intervenes. Does give way for a corner. Medense. Looks like they'll try again from the flag. It's only 1 minute of stoppage time. Played short. Jose Carrera Garcia. In from deep, Mariona. Cross is blocked. Central Valley Fuego trying to find the industry. Lewis, no nonsense. Prodded along by Tor. And that will do for half number 1. Our own Gomez propels the home side a nose in front on this day where Union Omaha celebrate their player shield and a player that has carried the shield for them. Steven Dos Santos announcing his retirement. And Union Omaha doing well to honor the goal score by getting one of their own. A big day, a final day in the USL League One, where Union Omaha put several of their own up in lights. Aaron Gomez is the one that has the home team in front as we set to step aside. I know that one. Back with halftime thoughts and comments when we come back.
To be a part of Nebraska medicine
Hi, welcome.
Good to see you.
is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors
How are you?
that open doors
That went really well.
to growth
Hey.
and opportunity for each other and for our community. For those who know that the academic experience,
You know what? I agree.
the life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere
Doing
else.
great.
And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Nebraska medicine, together extraordinary.
Hi, I'm Benny Foltz, the CEO of Heartland Bike Share. We're the local nonprofit bike share operator in the Omaha Metro. We have over 80 stations available to the general public with all electric bikes available 365, 24/7. We encourage you to come check out an e-bike.
Hi, I'm Logan Spackman. I'm the programs manager for Trom Share, which operates Heartland Bike Share here in the Omaha Metro. One of the great things about operating bike share as a nonprofit is that we can really focus on delivering bikes to where people need them and engage the community all over Omaha, make sure that anybody that needs help getting from point A to point B can use one of our bikes to do so. And we definitely believe that, active mobility is not just a great way to get around, not just a great way to explore your community, but it's really fun.
You've even aware that this is a league that goes up and down the field very often. McKinnon with a feed inside and Castro leaving me speechless. You can say about that one.
Settled by Moran. Overhead kick is in! It is miraculous! Maxi Schinfeld with the equalizer of all equalizers in the Henny Derby.
Coutinho. Looking for Roberts! Oh, that's astonishing! Jamil Roberts with a stunner! The former Tormenta man haunts his former club.
Prentice drives one across. Prentice ball. Oh, it's volleyed in. Galindres. Wow. Juan Galindres. Unbelievable.
This is the last action. As it's sent in all the big bodies forward and in! The Richmond Kickers win the Henny Derby!
Ball in. Gill. Gill! Ball in. Gill. Gill!
Flicked along to Lancaster. Oh, that's a stunner! A crowd silencer from one of the best goal scorers in the USL ranks. Welcome back, Cam Lancaster. 1-0 Lexington.
It's Boyce over top. Boyce! Boyce! The flamingos stretch to the sky. That is a dazzler.
Midense! What a hit! Alfredo Midense lets it fly from distance. 1-0 Fuego on the road. So casual ball. Not anything about it. Alfredo Midense.
Hernandez on the volley. Oh my word! Marky Hernandez out of this world! Super sub no more. Super starter, super goal scorer. Absolutely spectacular.
Is it somebody's birthday? Dad, come watch us hit this ugly piñata. Dad!
When Hornets show up, so do we. Terminix it. We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
I kept it pushing and busting and moving and running and shaking and hustling. My competition be mad at themselves because they keep on falling down and struggling. They know I'm the man. I'm just showing out. I keep it real. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
When mosquitoes show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Yeah, trick. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Everything all sewn and sealed here in Omaha. Papillion, to be precise. Pedro Dolabella, Steven Dos Santos. Spectators today as their side trying to handle business in this one against Central Valley Fuego. Some of the news and noteworthy things from around the league. The obvious one, Omaha, Northern Colorado, Greenville, Richmond, all trying to put something else in the trophy cabinet as the other four teams vying in this playoffs, trying to get their first piece of silverware. One of those pieces of silverware for Omaha is the Players' Shield. They clinched their second in a row. Last time out against South Georgia Tormenta, they will lift that trophy in front of their faithful here at the end of this game. And the postseason bracket will be solidified after tonight, as all the awards winners are announced as well tomorrow on the League One channels of distribution. Here is what the bracket would be if the games did not happen tonight. Richmond Kickers recently a 0-0 draw against Union Omaha. They're hot right now. That's not going to be an easy out. One Knox, Greenville triumph, also worthy of some intrigue. And then the one that's got my attention, Northern Colorado And Charlotte Independence NoCo have won a knockout competition already, having won the Jaeger Cup. Independence with maybe some of the best talent in the league, but spiraling as of late, trying to get right on this last day. Be a tough one away in Wisconsin if that is how it is to play out. So much to look forward to around the league as we set to step aside. Second half action set to start up when we come back here from Papillion, Union Omaha and Central Valley Fuego. It's 1-0 as we sit here.
I keep it real. Yeah, that's what I'm about.
Hey everyone, welcome to Power One. We'll swim through some foundational postures in this class. It is always the exact same class. If you're looking to spice things up, we do offer 1.5s, which are heated to 92 degrees, and Power 2s, which are at 99. Our 1.5s and 2s will be different sequences each time and will challenge you in fresh new ways.
Hot yoga is an all levels class, so it's perfect for beginners, or maybe you've come 100 different times. Either way, you're gonna find something for you in this class. We'll move through 34 different postures and hold each for about 3 to 5 breaths. The room is heated to 99 degrees and class is 60 minutes.
My name is Blake Malone.
My name is Anderson Holt. Wallace Lapsley, and I play center back for Union Omaha.
And I'm a center back for Union Omaha.
Goalkeeper.
So when I first got to Union Omaha, I found out that the USL and Union Omaha have a very close relationship with Bellevue University because they provided me with an opportunity to extend my education and further my ability to seek out knowledge.
I chose Bellevue University to pursue my education because it provided a convenient way to both manage my career as a professional soccer player, but also continue to pursue my academic interests and pursuits.
Getting a degree will be just opening up a bunch of doors for me that I didn't have possible before. A college degree is still very powerful at this time, and it means a lot to show that you have the dedication to stick out a plan through college while I'm pursuing professional soccer, and I think that will show a lot.
Round and round it goes. Where it stops, well, we actually know right now. Union Omaha 1, Central Valley Fuego 0. These teams have decided their playoff destiny. Union Omaha will be the one Fuego will watch from California as we watch this first half unfold. Union Omaha were under duress early, but found a way to break forward and get a couple of efforts on goal. The save by Andre Zulaga kept it 0-0. The second save, a standout. But this is what Union Omaha do. When they find an edge, they don't let go. They're like a dog with a bone as they continue to press on. Well-connected play as Jiba lofted in a cross, and Aaron Gomez was the one to rise highest, rise to his moment, and rifle it in just on the underside of the bar. That made it 1-0. Of course, the celebration to honor Steven Dos Santos, who is in attendance today as he announces his retirement from the game. Gomez would be involved again as this cutback cross was just ahead of Zico Lewis. On to the 23rd minute now. And again, it would be Union Omaha. As from the flank, they fired in a cross. It would be blocked initially, knotted down. And the effort ultimately fairly tame from the top of the area. This was the one moment in which Central Valley Fuego looked the most dangerous, quickly getting forward. Javier Mariona slipping his marker, getting the one-on-one, but grazing the studs of the goalkeeper. Denies the shot in the 1v1. Here's what the stats look like, and although most of the highlights have been in favor of Union Omaha, a couple meaningful moments for Fuego. You wouldn't be surprised if maybe they got a goal in this half. Possession starting to favor Union Omaha after they were being outpossessed about 60-40 in the first 15 minutes or so. It really felt like the goal put the wind in their sails from that point on, as it somewhat came against the run of play. We prepare to look back towards live action in Papillion. Again, Union Omaha just edging Central Valley Fuego as a change is set to be made. Mike Elias will shore it up at the back. Asha Pullen will come on, Kevin Garcia will be the one who exits. So a creative midfielder for a wide defender. Also altering the equation is Don Casciato. Mark Bronick will enter the contest. Ron Gomez will come off. Blake Malone has entered as well. Meshack Jerome will get a respite on the bench. Again, so illustrative of the depth of Los Bujos that they can summon a player like a Blake Malone to enter the game at halftime. Bronick only making his 7th appearance of the year in the league and the Jägermeister Cup. We are back in action from Nebraska. So plenty to be settled here today. Alfredo Medense racing away. He's tumbled down. It's going to be a goal kick. Or maybe not. Have they given a foul? It looked initially as if the center official had pointed towards the goalkeeper, but it looks like it will be a free kick for Central Valley. Medense just able to wrong side Bawa, and there wasn't much in that. A dangerous free kick in prime real estate to cross one across the bow. Siobhan John Brown trots off. Medense, and fightless in the end. I think he may have been trying to clip a ball to the back post. Wallace Lapsley stands sentinel in goal. Knapp. Malone opens up. Blake Malone, who doubled his career high for appearances this year, will watch on. Bearing down on goal, Bronick! And Sulaga meets the moment. And a yellow card is given. Mark Bronick was eager to get his first goal of the year, as Anderson Holt was the one who started the sequence. He just maybe got a piece of the goalkeeper when he meant to get the ball. Even still, it did not look like the contact was particularly heavy from Bronick. His book nonetheless. Casciato. Sulaga collects for a free kick. He's going to be sent back. Bustamante, Kunga, and Malone. Nice Lashley. Intercepted by Siobhan John Brown. Can't whittle a pass through. Continues to pursue the ball, then leaves a leg out. He's fortunate maybe not to draw the ire of the official in terms of a yellow card. But that moment, exactly the value of Siobhan John Brown, a consummate professional. Putting in that extra effort to chase the ball all the way from the far flank into the center circle. John Brown, a player that Dom Casciato is well acquainted with. Spent a brief time with him, the Brooklyn Italians. And then again, El Paso Locomotive as that ball is hooked away by Clayton Torr. Casciato spoke glowingly of Siobhan John Brown, the personality that he is. Slapped downfield by Vinberg. Omaha looking for a second. Malone is pretty far upfield in the attack. Bawa. Oh, and just looped over the bar as Kunga cut across the face. Bawa has been given room to cross more than once. That was a well-delivered ball. Union Omaha once more. Put one right in the face of Central Valley Fuego. Roadside fortunate maybe not to be down by more than just one goal. Malone and Kunga again, this time with a little bit more space. Mariona contests. Faulty touch from Bawa. Rip-roaring tackle to regain possession. Kunga. Nibbled back by Manete, who has his pocket picked, and now Kunga casts his attention toward goal. The Travella ball. Oohs and ahs. Now Schneider beaten away again, and this time Pater found. It's turning into a day to remember for Ryan Jiba. Assisted in the first half and thought that might look kind of fun to do in his own right. Barreled in to make it 2-0. What a day for that young man, who seizes his opportunity, a steadying touch and a slashing strike. Chulaga did well to deny the first effort. Jiba would not be denied. Who's a big success story for the league. Made that move to Minnesota United after the 2022 season. Now back with Union Omaha and back amongst the goals. He hits jackpot. That goal brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery. Mariona with much more work to do now. Apollon scrapes away from Kunga. Poorly played cross. And now Lapsley. They are singing the name of Ryan Jiba. Foul's given. Look back at grab back from Bawa. And Central Valley prepare their rebuttal. Jose Carrero Garcia, 3 assists on the year. Trying to sculpt a pathway back into the game. And now out on the break, it's Zico Lewis. Cantering forward is Kunga. Bronick as well, stretching those fresh legs. And Carrero Garcia, the one who delivered the ball in, the one to play free safety and deal with it at the back. Just nowhere to go. And relieving the tension at the back is Vinberg. Bawa. Right now just getting peppered with crosses, Central Valley Fuego. Slip that jab. Elias strapped for answers right now in the face of this domineering Union Omaha side. Medense. Play is brought back. Denbor Benson believes it was with the shoulder. Center official does not agree. Malone. Brandon Knapp. Malone again. Just popping passes around. Kunga. Oh, this is lovely. Lewis and Kunga again. Just couldn't quite get full purchase. Now Siobhan John Brown brings the ball under his spell. Apollon. Allowed to go forward without much protest. A back heel. And Apollon. And still Ash Apollon. And it's a throw-in set up for Central Valley. Jose Garcia wedging one into the area. Down by Benson. Medense. But first, a termination of play. This is the backboard that Benson provides. Unselfish to knock it down, but before anything could be made of it, Matt found himself on the grounds. Off the back of Bustamante. Fortunately for him, there was another defender to deal with that. And Union Omaha go again. Malone. Bawa. Malone overlapping and streaming forward and driving a ball in. Mark Brunick. Smash and bash from Los Bujos. And the teenager, Mark Brunick, has his first. A scrapbook goal to punctuate a symphonic move from Union Omaha. Delivered in with a master's brush from Blake Malone, and Brunick able to dagger in. With a shiver and a shake, the youngster signs his name. It's 3-0. That goal brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery. All three of them, in fact. This is an impressive performance, folks. A chopped and changed side against a hungry Central Valley team that was playing well. And they have dismantled their opposition, and now they're doing it to themselves. Knapp. Everybody wants one now. It's Kunga racing and rambling and putting one onto the post. It's turning into a pelting. Onto it, Central Valley. Heckenberg looks up. Lost one in. Headed down by Benson. Some speculation to whether or not the flag would rise. It does. It's just for a Central Valley throw, though. Omaha want to change formation once more. A shuffle of the deck from Dom Casciato. Charlie Ostrom, who's been in great form lately, will come on to replace Max Schneider. So that's a wide defender for a certainly central midfielder. We'll see how that alters things. Jiba biting at it. Out for throw. First engagement for Charlie Ostrom, who has 2 goals and 2 assists in the last 4. Been a big addition for them. Union Omaha on loan from Chicago Fire. Medente layers one in. Jose Carrera Garcia angling wide for Medente, who puts his foot on it again. Flashes by Jiba, flashes by Holt. It's blocked. What a wonderful touch by Heckenberg. Siobhan John Brown sliding forward. Discussions being had. Asad Omanovic was not too bothered by any questions of a penalty, and likely for good reason. Marco Milanese had gotten the good angle and gotten in front of Siobhan John Brown. Select, the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com The latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice. And choosing to take a shot, Denbor Benson scrapes the sky. Benson, though, encouraging his teammates as Fuego have not given up the rope. That is something that can be certainly said of Central Valley this year, regardless of what's come to them, whatever adversity they've faced, whatever struggles they've had on the field. They have continued to play hard. There hasn't been an ounce of quit on the side from California throughout the course of this campaign. Gobbled up by Mariota. Siobhan John Brown. Benson. Siobhan John Brown, and all the way wide, Apollon. The half yard for the cross. Medense can't push his way through. Blocked by Malone. Carrera Garcia getting in the way there was Siobhan John Brown. That ball was making its way through to Medense. Now Mariona. Bustamante. A javelin of a ball wide. Taken in by Apollon, who loses himself at the edge of the area and ultimately just ran into too many defenders, and away with it, Knapp. And forward is Lewis. Ahead of him is Kunga. Instead into mid-park for Knapp. Wanting wide for Bawa, and Knapp again, settling the tempo. Looks like Ostrom is playing at the base of midfield. So that answers that question. He did replace Max Schneider, so a chance to tinker a bit for Dom Casciato. Carrera Garcia. Heckenberg, a deke and a dive, and driving one at goal. Wallace Lapsley will watch it go. He's not happy with how that was closed down. He's been tremendous today. Been good money for the clean sheet. Finberg. Jose Carrera Garcia. Flutters one all the way to Ash Apollon. Benson! And called in action again, answering the call, Wallace Lapsley, who is on his toes. A reactive bit of goalkeeping, was able to keep that one out as he was initially sliding away from Benson. Got that inside leverage on his man and was able to win the ball in the air. With a little bit more pace, it's probably more of a problem. Bawa. A little bit late getting back. One was targeting Bronick, and it's headed back to Zulaga. Always the charmer on the ball, Alfredo Medense. Steps away from the stabbing tackle of Holt, and it's out for a corner. All the big bodies up. If Fuego can get one, it could make things a bit interesting. There is time to stage a comeback. Medense. It was a good header and a well-worked routine, but Clayton Tork couldn't conjure the connection necessary. In the aftermath of both Hurricanes Helene and Milton, the USL has partnered with United Way Suncoast to help the Tampa Bay area recover from the devastation the storm left behind. To learn how you can get involved, scan the QR code or visit www.uslsoccer.com/Milton to ensure individuals and families have the access to resources they need to recover. Milanese. Flags up. A yellow card has been shown. Marcelo Rodriguez looks like he's ready to join the action. As he stands by the fourth official. Flick on header from Benson. Siobhan John Brown. Feisty to take it back. Slid in for Carrera Garcia. Couldn't get on the same page as Medense. Bronick got the goal to make it 3-0. Siobhan John Brown, a lot of horsepower to get back involved defensively. Ostrom, only inhabiting central defensive areas. He's at the base of that midfield triangle. Zico Lewis. Advantage is played. Into the final 20 minutes. Holt rides a tackle. Lewis gets the turn. Knapp couldn't return the ball. And Benson revs the engine. Jose Carrera Garcia. Fans wide, Medense. It's blocked again. Now Ashapolin. He put some flash to leather. Just left it high and handsome. And here comes Misiel Rodriguez as well as Zahir Vasquez. Rodriguez, who made his first start in the last appearance in quite some time. On for mop-up duty here today. Has not scored in 16 games after 7 goals. First handful of appearances this year. In fact, it was 7 in the first 10 in the Union Omaha shirt. There's Vasquez, who enters the contest. Just a clarification on an earlier incident. It was Ryan Jiba who received a yellow card. It was about 5 minutes ago. Also should be stipulated, though, that Don Casciato was well aware of any accumulation suspension and any potential jeopardy for that. Influenced the team selection. Didn't want anybody having to miss a first-round playoff date. So no peril there unless anybody gets sent off. Malone. The artful dodger that is Lagos Kunga. He's lost the ball there. Medense. Ostrom. Bawa. And Kunga. And Ostrom again. He's looked comfortable in midfield. Kunga couldn't spin free. Pushing into the area. Bronick. And just palmed away by Zulaga. Bronick liked the way that first goal felt. He was looking for another. Would have been the second assist of the game for Ryan Jiba as well. Looked like he may have taken a slight glance on the way through, but dealt with well by Andre Zulaga, who's made a couple nice saves today. eFootball 2024 is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play, so you can download it now. That's a costly giveaway. Kunga awaiting reinforcement. Siobhan John Brown able to scramble it away. Kunga's had a couple moments of opportunity in this one. So yet to offer the signatory strike. Corner kick is brought to you by Modelo. Not a lot of them in the game for Union Omaha. Ryan Jiba drives in. That was pretty much exactly where you want it. Well handled by Central Valley. Trying again is Jiba. And Kunga didn't go where he wanted. Looked like the technique was solid as he wound up to strike. Ball just had its own ideas. Mariona. Siobhan John Brown. And closed down and won by Union Omaha. Bronick up in front of the pack. This is a winding run. Misiel Rodriguez. And Kunga. And back in Rodriguez. Left for Bronick. Couldn't quite get purchase as he swept it in. May have been blocked. It's out for a corner. What a run to get the ball forward from Misiel Rodriguez. Fresh lungs and legs. Chomping at the bit to get involved. Modelo corner kick from Misiel Rodriguez. A mile-high ball. Hit it down. Ostrom. Lagos Kunga. And reach for Misiel Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks like he has the appetite for it. He's been bright since coming on. Gusting away from Benson. He does recover it. Dempor Benson. On the turn, twisting wide. Javier Mariona at the back post. Medense still always put it onto the woodwork. Just not the day so far for Central Valley. Crushing tackle. It's legal. Bawa is down. Fuego have no imperative to stop. Mariona. Cut back cross. Lapsley again shuts the door at the near post. Another ball. Benson! And the goal gaping. It was at his mercy and he left it wide. He does not miss those. He is an aerially dominant player and had free reign of where that ball ended up. And just lost focus at the last. He will want that back. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, plus your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157, the new Sirius XM app. USL All Access, Mike Watts, Devin Kerr, very much so the historians for the league. So many doing such a good job covering these divisions. I know the fleet of broadcasters that do their best to put their arms around the USL League One and USL Championship. Appreciate that work. Specifically the Nick Murrays, the John Morrisseys, Jose Carrera Garcia, unable to put his effort on target, but it's because it took a deflection. All the individual podcasters and fans that do such a good job of allowing the heartbeat of American soccer, its pulse, to be captured. 10 minutes to the end. A punch, a strong knuckle from Wallace Lapsley. Ashapolan. Carrera Garcia again. Fuego insistent in their attacking efforts. Bedense. And a yellow card has been given. Bedense has just been unable to solve this particular Rubik's Cube, and he absolutely stepped on the ankle unintentionally, but albeit a gnarly tackle and a certain yellow card. You hope Ryan Chiba is okay. That caution is brought to you by Perdat Sports Bar and Grill. Chiba has maybe been the best player wearing the colors of Union Omaha in this game. A goal, an assist, a couple changes being made now. Jose Carrera Garcia is going to come off. Raul Mendiola will sunset the season for Central Valley Fuego. Omar Lemus will also enter. Final changes for Mike Elias. Only 5 on the bench today for Central Valley Fuego. So there is a 5th change available, but it would have to be Carlos Avilés coming on for Andre Zulaga, and no real point to that. Preparing for a free kick. You wonder how enlightening this might be for Dom Casciato. These playoff games require something a little bit different from the dugout. Ryan Gibo will carry on, and he's made a good case to maybe get some burn in these playoff games. Also demonstrated in the deployment of Charlie Ostrom, if maybe in late stages and cleanup duty when you're fighting for your life in a 1-0 or with a 1-goal lead, to try and get across the line if maybe he can't play as a destroyer in the back of that midfield. Lemus hooks in across, down by Vasquez. Mudense picks out his target and puts it in too tall. Last change for Dom Casciato. Adam Omesh is the one summoned. Coming off is Brandon Knapp. You see Omesh cantering on. Played short from the goal kick. Holt, Omesh with a touch. Good take, cutting away from danger. Mendiola. First action for Adam Omesh since June 5th. Player that's played less than 200 minutes this year. Getting a run out on this final day of the season. Vasquez, they claim to it. Shuttled ahead from Mark Bronick. Now Zulaga. And Kunga looking for another. Lagos Kunga. Bitten back by Heckenberg, who races away, skipping lines and swirling wide. Benson. Still Dembor Benson. Mudense. Ushered to the far flank. Thumped clear. Apollon trying to peel one into the box. Now Mudense orchestrating from the top of the area. Apollon again, dealt with again. This is quite a showing of the defensive resiliency of Union Omaha. And again, a chance to practice what will be on tap for them in the postseason, having to defend leads. Can almost treat this as a scenario drill as you would in training. Lapsley. If it is scoreless for Central Valley at the end of this game, it would be the third clean sheet of the year for Wallace Lapsley, who has primarily been the cup keeper. A couple appearances in the league. Ostrom. A roundabout way to get it into the feet of Lagos Kunga, but it works all the same. Ostrom again, linking the play. Adam Omesh. And still Omesh. Adam Omesh. Everything but the final product. I think that guy's been waiting for his moment. Quickly triggering is Mendiola. Maybe there is a goal in this still for Central Valley. Vasquez. Mariona. Oh, my word, what a strike! Not to be kept out today, Javier Mariona singes the back of the net with a sizzling effort. That ball was a blur off his foot. And that was not a cross that turned into a goal from a flush angle, a flash of lightning. So not going quietly. Central Valley, who make it 3-1, ahead of stoppage time. Maybe a little bit too late. That's the third on the year for Javier Mariona, who has a bright future. And a good souvenir to finish this season for Central Valley Fuego for him. That's a guy to build around if you're Central Valley. They've got a few of those. Kevin Garcia, we saw earlier. Obviously, Alfredo Medense, Denver Benson, aforementioned Javier Mariona, among several that Fuego will have in the stable, hopefully, in their case for next season. Just filtered away. Wawa, why not? A skipping stone for Andre Zulaga. And the word is 3 minutes of stoppage time. All hung up in the jet stream for forever there. Grabbed back by Fuego. Zulaga. And Kunga. And Omish with options ahead. Omish tries it. Stabbed away. Medense. Oh, wow, what a ball. Dimbor Benson onto it. Rocked wide and unable to arrive in time. Omish twisting free and twirling the ball into the path of Misiel Rodriguez, who has Kunga to his right. Now players probably just trying to find a moment for their end of season highlight reel. Man in the blue jeans with a bright mind, Dom Casciato watching on as his side secure yet another victory at home. Chopped away by Isaac Bawa. And Kunga. Lagos Kunga a blur. Still Lagos Kunga, and kicked away by Andre Zulaga, who just simply wasn't having it. Kunga went the breadth and width of the field, took them all on and won aside from that man. Andre Zulaga put studs to it. And Lagos Kunga bows his head. Leads the league in dribbles. Added a couple in that instance. Modelo corner kick. Will likely be the final action. In by Jiba. Into the roof of the net. Union Omaha will lift the cup after this. Players' Shield. For winning the regular season. That was decided coming into today, but Union Omaha did not play like this game was anything more than cosmetic. They were playing for keeps and they won it 3-1. Dom Casciato's men throw down the gauntlet and set the tone for their playoff pursuits of more silverware. The man of the match is Ryan Jiba. And what a performance for him as he was able to get a goal able to put himself amongst it at the top of the box after a failed clearance. And a good save from Zulaga. And punching home at that moment made it 2-0 after he had the assist that made it 1 in the first half. Brought to you by Platinum Chiropractic. As we step aside, put a bow on it when we come back. Union Omaha, get it done. That's what they've done all year. 3-1 the final score over Central Valley Fuego.
We are Myrtle and Cypress Coffee House. We're located in the heart of Gifford Park neighborhood in Midtown Omaha. The idea behind the coffee shop came out of the neighborhood's expressed desire for a place for people to gather. From being rooted in our neighborhood, to choosing ingredients and processes that nourish, to supporting coffee growers and their communities, Myrtle and Cypress connects you to Union Omaha's beautiful motto, one means all.
Winding down a standout campaign for Union Omaha as they do what they've done throughout the course of the year. 3-1 over Central Valley Fuego. The full-time highlights from this one, there were plenty as the home side take it in flying fashion. Los Bujos in full flight. And they immediately stated their intentions as getting forward here was Ryan Jiba. He would cause problems all game long. This is a perfect cross, placed right on the head of Aaron Gomez. We got the scoring going 15 minutes in. And basically, for Union Omaha, there was no looking back from that point on. Into the 52nd minute, Lagos Kunga pressing the issue. His cross was immediately dodged away. Not fully cleared. Max Schneider had a shot. It was saved. And Jiba was not going to be denied there. Pulsing it past Andre Zulaga to make it 2-0. From that point, Union Omaha were good for it, as they had firm control of the contest. At the hour mark, it would be Omaha again on the front foot. A long run from Blake Malone, getting the better of Brian Bustamante, and a ducking header from Mark Bronick on a perfect ball from Blake Malone. That would basically end it there, as Bronick had it at 3-0 in the 88th minute. Fuego won the ball in mid-park, got forward, and we're just trying to save face at this stage. They were able to do that. Javier Mariona with a blazing effort that takes the clean sheet away from Wallace Lapsley. Full-time stats coming to you. Brought to you by Pepsi. And Fuego had shots. They were in the game. Omaha were just the more clinical side, and that really paints the picture of the discrepancy between these two teams and the gap that exists between them. Fuego outside the playoffs. Their season is over today. Union Omaha with much more to play for, trying to wash away the distaste of an early exit in the postseason a year ago after winning the Players' Shield, much as they have this year, as that sets up our bracket. Results will come in tonight. They will have some determining power, but Union Omaha has their matchup against Richmond Kickers coming up. That will be a tough out. Richmond has been a strong side as of late. Got a 0-0 off Union Omaha recently as well. We break away. More coming from Papillion when we return. What a day it was. Union Omaha, all smiles against Central Valley Fuego. This will not be the last time you lay eyes on Papillion, Nebraska. The playoffs are on tap. Union Omaha meeting their moment. 3-1 the final over Central Valley Fuego.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.